Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, my friends. We got some very interesting updates on the Street Fighter front today. So you may be aware that Ingrid comes out shortly, specifically next week. And with Ingrid will come a bunch of definites and a bunch of maybes. Like, we'll definitely get Costume 3 for the Season 3 DLC characters. We might get a balance patch, because that's usually how it's worked for the last character of the season, at least every other time, but they haven't said anything. That's kind of a big mystery right now. But also, it turns out we're going to get a pretty major gameplay update. Remember your Battle Hub characters? Well, it turns out there's going to be a lot, and I mean a lot more going on with those, as they're making significant upgrades to the whole Battle Hub / Avatar experience. You know, a lot of people over the years have decried just the avatars in general, Battle Hub fights in general, all that, because, you know, a lot of costumes for characters, you know, if you're, you know, mildly competitive about the game, you don't really use. But what if they added competitive modes to avatars? And now that's exactly what they have done. So normally, if you want to fight with your custom avatar creation, you got to get in Battle Hub, get in the middle, and fight each other. And the problem is, like, there's no matchmaking, there can be level imbalances, gear imbalances, maybe you don't have all the moves, and like a lot of things that make it, you know, well, certainly a fun casual experience, not a great competitive experience. And now you're getting the quote-unquote normal experience, but with your avatar fighters. Matchmaking, training mode, rewards, all that kind of stuff. So everything you would get in the normal Street Fighter experience, you can now apply to these characters. And other things like there's going to be level flattening, so everyone's the same level, so you don't have to worry about that. Everyone will have all the moves unlocked. The stats at the base level anyways will be normalized. So then, other than your character's specific look and shape and what gear they wear, everyone has basically all the same tools available. Now, of course, surely this probably won't be balanced, because you can make some really broken characters when you get to mix and match all the moves. And of course, size can make a factor, because how long your arms or your legs are can extend the range of certain moves or extend your hurt boxes as well. So, you know, it's a bit of a two-way street on that. But now the whole avatar experience for people who are a bit more competitively minded Street Fighter has just gotten a lot more real. Like, maybe it might not be for you, but in no uncertain terms, this is a significant update to the game. People are gonna put some time into it. And now, I guess on the more marketing end, right? If you're more willing to put time into the avatar battles, maybe you're more willing to buy all the avatar Battle Hub costumes, right? So there's some give and take on that. So avatar battling is now going to be a much more realized competitive experience, and that's great, right? But part of the whole avatar thing is, hey, you know, you want to do some single player content. Like if you played World Tour, that's a whole RPG campaign, right? And on top of this, which I think is fantastic for competitive players, they're also adding a whole single player aspect to this as well. Like that you can earn new colors for the existing characters. So for some people, that's enough to dust off the old avatar battles right there. You want new colors, right? But they're also adding a whole arcade mode experience just for the avatars. Like, you know, arcade mode, do your thing, get the ending for the classical characters. Now you can do that for your created character. And there's a couple ways to go about it. So you can spar with your master, which just gets you like style, level ups, all that kind of stuff. So you can grind outside of World Tour, I suppose, which will save me a lot of time for every DLC update. It can also give you an additional free way to unlock everyone's outfit too, because normally you have to go through World Tour and do the whole mastery thing. And for some of the later characters, that can mean like 10 plus hours of your time, right? So an easy way to get characters' outfit too, that's nice. Especially because the new colors you unlock are tied to everybody's outfit twos as well. So there is that. And you can also get arcade mode endings, just not tailored to your character, because, you know, you're a creative character. But you can get endings based on like stuff from Street Fighter history. Like specifically in the trailer, we can see stuff from more classical Street Fighter, but also stuff from Street Fighter 4 and those old animated endings. And Street Fighter 4 and Super Street Fighter 4 had different animated endings for everybody. So if you actually can get both, that'd be super cool, because it's very difficult to get footage of the original vanilla Street Fighter 4 endings these days. But yeah, spar your master or do Battle Tour where you fight multiple characters. And then Battle Tour, you might see here like Dark Ingrid or something like that. So Battle Tour has super bosses. And we can see here Ingrid doing a level 3 super. Now, is this her base level 3 super is the question, or is this a boss level 3 super? So we've seen some version of her level 3 before. It's difficult to tell if it's like the base version or the critical art, the low health version, because in the trailers we just never really know. But as you can see here, it's a little bit different, right? Versus this one, where you can see the startup is different, like the base animation. And obviously the move shares little animation in common, although it looks, especially Titanic. There is some thought that this might be the Sun Octopus, which was going to be Ingrid's super in her canceled debut game of Capcom Fighting All-Stars. And the description of the move was she splits into clones and does a giant Azuna drop, right? So you can see here, she's clearly splitting into clones of herself, and then the big GDI ion cannon at the end could be just a turbo heavenly Azuna drop. So paying tribute to a move that never actually got to exist back in the day. That would be pretty cool. So it could be like a super boss only move, or it could be a situation like Alex where the animation budgets are clearly going up, and maybe she has multiple versions of level 3s like Alex does, right? If Alex can get 4 variations instead of the usual 2, who's to say Ingrid, who's clearly a developer favorite, let's be real, that's why she's here, maybe she gets a little extra juice. But whatever it is, it looks good. Like, that looks pretty tough. But so yeah, okay, so now we got the single player mode. We can play against our masters. We have like a arcade mode. We have this fight multiple people with special bosses at the end. We have actual matchmaking for avatar battles. We have an attempt, it won't be a perfect attempt, but we have an attempt to make it fair and balanced. This update's clearly a lot more than like, here's the new pass with 2 colors and some new Battle Hub costumes, right? And now that you're going to be more invested in your Battle Hub characters, and maybe you actually want to get those costumes, I don't know, we'll see. But it's clear Ingrid's a big deal. Like, outside of just the character itself, like they want to make her a big deal. And a very, very sizable update with a lot of content coming with her is just an even bigger deal yet. So all we got to wonder now, okay, we got the character, we're getting a new single player modes, we're getting new competitive modes. Will there be the big seasonal balance patch? Because Alex did come with a patch. It wasn't the biggest patch in the world, but he did come with a patch. And normally they announce, okay, XYZ character's coming with a patch. They have not said that yet with Ingrid. Because, going purely off of tradition, Ingrid should have the Season 4 balance patch with her, right? Akuma came with the Season 2 balance patch. Elena came with the Season 3 balance patch. So logic dictates, as the last character of the season, Ingrid would come with the Season 4 balance patch. But we just don't know. And to be real, like, we're running out of time. Like, this is something I feel like we should know. So maybe they are doing something different this time around. I don't know. We do have Season 4 coming up. Almost certainly the characters will be revealed at the upcoming Summer Game Fest. And we probably know who some of the characters are gonna be. Let's be real about this, but time will tell. But with some of the Season 4 characters potentially being a little different, maybe they're gonna do something a little different about Season 4. You know, and we also have the movie coming up later this year. Like, in a lot of ways, this could be the biggest year yet for Street Fighter 6, which is crazy to say for a game many years into its release, but Street Fighter 6 bucks a lot of trends anyway, so we'll see how it goes. But rest assured, however it goes, you can find it all covered here on the channel. At minimum, I'll be watching Summer Game Fest like a hawk, and in fact, I'll be on site investigating, so if I can get anything juicy, I'll try my best. But yeah, we have Dark Ingrid, a new super boss for the game. We got new modes, new competitive modes, bringing all the Battle Hub characters, and of course Ingrid herself, which seems to be a very interesting character. Good times are ahead on the Street Fighter front. But that said, that's all the news I got for you for the moment, my friends. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Street Fighter.